diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will put total weather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wide open downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Lagway. Got his man on the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The quick out. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback making adjustments. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. This defense has been a stone wall. Can they stuff him again on third? And it's picked off at the goal line. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply getting up.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Snow. Makes a man miss. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Going over the top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over BYU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw. It's Lagway. Got his man down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Got a man, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running to the left. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They're able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Lagway. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators send out the punt unit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Snap of this drive will come from the 46. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Caught near the sticks. It's Snow. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Brown. Finds a little space. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air, it's Sayin. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Making side adjustments here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
It's just so nice to have a QB on. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Brown. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Working the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And here they come, almost all the way back. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Trying to get rid of it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They kick it away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Might be changing the route. That's caught. It's ball. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets to the 25.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, that is as good as it gets. 99 yards. Talk about flipping the field, creating an explosive play. Momentum switch. There it is. Out of your own end zone, backed up, 99 yards to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The offense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Gets the back moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. The Gators are rolling down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. dances away to buy time. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.